Hi guys! We just got the confirmation that Barbara is the winner and she will be representing France with Voila! We have with us Jess, we have with us Tommy, and we have our French resident from Eurovoxx, Dylan. How are you guys?
Very well.
Great.
Doing great, and you?
Oh, I'm so happy with this news. Dylan, first of all, because you are French, how have you perceived this song? Do you think it's something new? Do you think it's going to bring something special? Is it bringing us to the classic French Eurovision songs?
I do believe that yes, it does bring us the classic French Eurovision song, you know, what we call vocal songs, and it reminds us a lot of former French entries, such as Lisa Angel in 2015, I think. So it has a good potential, but it's not something new. It's something that was clearly expected, I believe.
Tommy, what do you think about Barbara?
I think this is a really special song, and I think it's a bit risky. It will either do really, 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 really well, or it will kind of tank. But my impression based on tonight's performance is that it'll do quite well.
Jess, your opinion?
I mean, I definitely think that Barbara had the best performance tonight. I mean, the staging, the vocals, everything about it was just just screamed winner to me. Not necessarily Eurovision winner, but France national final winner. And I think she was kind of really like above all the other performances, which was still great anyway. But just something about her performance kind of stood out.
Yeah.
Yes, the cinematography of the staging, it was just her and her voice, but the way the camera angles were placed, the shadow on the floor that turned into birds on her head, it was amazing. It was
amazing. And like it completely took us out of the studio. It was we just like as a viewer, it just like took my breath away and took me completely out of the studio. I felt like I was just in her world, you know. It was amazing.
Let's see a few comments. Let's say hello to the people in the live chat. Hello, Joanne Johnson. Hi, how are you? We also have Sarah Halloran. Nice to see you. Okay. Who do we have here? Yeah, Televote did not like LMK. What did you think about LMK?
Well, I mean, you go, Jess.
Oh, for me personally, I wasn't a massive fan of the song, just because it's not really to my taste. And I was a little bit surprised to see the song do so well with the juries, because I thought, if anything, that would be a televote song, given the style of song that it is. So I was surprised that it made the final 8 songs and that it did so well. But in all fairness, it was a very, very good performance was given of the song. It's just not to my liking.
Talking about the other contestants, guys, who stood out for you apart from Barbara? Tommy?
For me, I had a favorite going into this from the beginning, which was Pony X and Amour Fou. Yeah, I thought that was so good. The guy, he just seemed so quirky and entertaining and funny. He had so much confidence. He was just naturally funny on stage. Whatever he was doing was quite hilarious. So I really liked that. And I was really surprised that actually the jury supported that as well. They seem to be giving high points like across all the jury voters to Pony X. So yeah, that was one of my favorites tonight.
Yeah, my favorite was, or one of my favorite was Terence James, actually. He delivered a great performance tonight, and I was really surprised to see that he didn't qualify for the 8th final song. A bit disappointed, to be honest, but because he did his best, and I think that he had a great potential. But we have a winner, and we are happy for her, actually.
Yes. Jess, did you tell me which one was your favorite apart from Barbara Pavi?
My favorite was definitely Terence James. I'm so sad that he didn't win and didn't make the final 8. And I do think that Terence had one of the best performances of the night. So I think it's a shame that that kind of seemed to be overlooked by the juries and the public for whatever reason.
Yeah, I have to say that there were a few quite entertaining numbers that I wasn't expecting to enjoy so much, just such as Casanova and Amoy. I was very entertained by Amoy. It was Polynesian, French Polynesian, and I was happy to get that kind of music, as I've never heard this kind of influence on my everyday music. So I was kind of entertained.
I mean, I think one of the great things about this national final is how diverse it was and how literally every single song was totally different to the one before and the one after. And it was so nice to see so much inclusion.
Yeah, James Lewis says that he agrees with you. Terence was great. I really liked Terence too. I thought there was so much things going on stage. It was very visually dynamic. I didn't know where to look, and the kilts and the choreography was quite visually impressive.
Yeah, and even his voice was actually really well sung. The song was really good, and the voice performance was one of the best for me tonight. And I think that he has a great career ahead of him, actually.
TT is saying that your favorite was Philippine. I really love her dance. She became a Stranger Thing. I loved her personality. I loved her charisma, her strength on stage. Bahnon. I don't know. I like this. I love the sass. I love her sass.
Yeah, she really built a storyline around the song, which really helps if you're not a French speaker, you don't really understand the storyline behind the song. But because of the staging, we got it completely that she was pissed off with this guy. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she was annoyed. She was annoyed with this guy, and yeah. So it was very theatrical and dramatic, which was good, and it told the story. It was very good.
Another contestant that stood out for me is also Juliet. She could have won. It was so emotional, and the staging was beautiful. Says Felix P. Yes,
I mean, I think Juliet
go ahead.
kind of reminded me of Simone from 2019. Had the same kind of vibe going on, I think. Would have made a good winner and could have done well at Eurovision, I think.
Pony X, good pop song, but the staging was gimmicky. I mean, it's a show.
Yeah.
It's business. Yeah. It's show business, so it has to be also engaging. And after Duncan Lawrence won, I think everyone was expecting a lot of ballads and a lot of very emotional songs. So bringing the fun is also a plus, and it's also going to make you stand out. And I'm surprised how much the juries liked that song.
Me too. Yeah, I really didn't expect that.
I'm how to say, I have shared thoughts about it because it's indeed surprising to see how well they have got from the jury. But on the other hand, as many jury members have stressed during the show, considering the pandemic going on, and the fact that all of theaters, cinemas, and disco in France have been closed for quite some times now, it's quite usual for them to get some votes because they bring something totally new and totally different. So it helps people to think about something different. Yeah.
Think about things, believe me. What else do we have here? Steve Kendall, JP Gaultier should offer Terence a modeling contract. I think we all thought, yes. Isn't it fun how Paul Gaultier is always in Eurovision, or is becoming part of the Eurovision culture?
Yeah, and I loved how he was so dressed down. He was just like,
yes, he was
there in his hoodie.
He
looked like he was in his living room and just chilled out.
But Dylan, you were going to say something.
Yeah, he's a big Euro fan, actually. He was also commenting on the Eurovision in the mid-2000s, I think, for France. So already in the past year, he wasn't member of the jury, but he was the one who dressed the contestant, Madame Monsieur, for example, and then Bilal Hassani as well.
And maybe Barbara now.
Yeah. Marcin says that there were many songs that were similar to each other. yes, I mean, I could see some of them canceling each other out, but it's.
But then I
true.
think they worked it well with the running order where they kept similar songs far away from each other.
AM Rifki says, Duncan comments really surprised me. Urban Revolution, calling a song angry and so on. Actually, I think he made really good points because we are not used to hearing angry songs. I think the most angry song we heard was Jamala's.
Yeah.
But guys, we were talking about Barbara Pavi winning France C'est vous qui décidez with her song Voila. Let us know in the comments what you thought about the winning song because everyone has a different opinion. So we want to know if you think is this how do you see this song performing on a Eurovision stage or in front of a Eurovision audience and placed before other countries, other competing countries? We have Paolo says he's happy that Barbara won. Sorry, I lost the comment. If the audience was much younger, LMK would do better. The urban revolution just can happen if young people start to watch the show, and it's not the case in France. Any comment on that, Dylan?
Yeah, I don't know actually about the average age of the audience. One thing is sure is that the show is growing more and more popular in France, especially amongst the youth. So I'm not very sure that this is a matter of audience tonight. Actually, it's probably her dance style and song style is just not very popular, and I don't think it's only in France. I think it's also not very popular in Europe in general at the moment.
That's true. France is number 1 in the odds now. Do you pay attention?
Doesn't surprise me actually.
I don't really look at the odds, but do you, Tommy?
No, I don't. Well, maybe closer to Eurovision itself. If I come across it, I take an interest. But yeah, I guess we have 3 songs confirmed so far, and of the 3, I think Barbara's song is the strongest. I would have to say. Yeah,
Sarah O'Halloran seems to agree with you. Voila is the best. This is an interesting one. Thoughts on the guest act Valentina? I think she did really well.
I'm not seeing her perform again.
Oh, and isn't it funny how Close Circle is coming with Barbara Pavi? She's the one that wrote J'imagine, and she wrote Bim Bam Toi, and now she's going to perform her own song. How cool is that?
That's awesome. It's like full circle.
Yeah, I can see a pattern actually.
But Voila is completely different from J'imagine and Bim Bam Toi.
But as she was
probably more age appropriate.
Yes. But as she was singing, and she has such a sweet voice, I could imagine her in my head working on J'imagine and Bim Bam Toi and have her very sweet voice delivering these very sweet Junior Eurovision songs. Okay, guys, but I think we're... Sorry, I got the feedback of myself. I mean... So guys, I think we're super excited about the news. We have another Eurovision song now announced. It's Voila by Barbara Pavi, and she will be representing France this year in Rotterdam 2021. Let us know in the comments down below what you think. Don't forget to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, share our content because we are sparkly and happy and everyone needs that. And see you next time. Thank you for joining us tonight. Bye.
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 Bye.